Yo, what's up guys, it's Pius here, the Crypto Pie, and today in the Crypto Market Roundup guys, we're going over my whole watch list like we usually do on Fridays, and we'll start with Bitcoin, and perhaps I'll make another video just separately for Bitcoin guys, because a lot has happened, right? So, looking here at the 30-minute chart, normally we do a 6 hour, right? But on Bitcoin guys, I have to quickly tell you on the 1 hour, basically we were in a rising wedge and we fell out of it, right? So then we bounced nicely from the cloud, and also this is the 1 hour Ichimoku Cloud, and also the 786 retracement from like this bottom to this to this high. So and if you don't count this high guys, what we really have is basically a triple top, right? And after that we have a fill, so 1 2 3 4 5. So we'll get back to that. So guys, I'm gonna put it on the 6 hour now, because that's how we go over our crypto market roundup. So Ethereum USDT guys, all right, I'm looking on the Tether charts now because it simply has more volume. Okay, that's the only reason. My number 3 was up here, so obviously we kind of going down right now, but we could potentially still get here, right? So around the 620 630 or so, and after that, I can also see us going back and trying to test for the bottoms here, right? So around 660, 650. Yeah, because this is what usually happens, guys. Right? It needs to test for the old support becomes resistance, right? So it needs to test that again. So guys, going on further, we're going over ADA here. 6 hour Ichimoku Cloud, we're inside, we're above both EMAs. So it's looking pretty good for ADA. I need to look actually if there's any fundamentals on that. So if there is guys, I'll definitely make a video so you guys are also aware of a trade setup, because there's two trading setups that I know this month that will be quite big. One is because of a testnet, one is because of a mainnet, and I'll get to it when I get to the coin. Alright, ADX guys is under Ichimoku Cloud under both EMAs, so bearish. Well, actually, before I say that, it's basically at a double bottom here, guys. I mean, it's not a terrible time to buy some, right? But if it falls below, you get out, okay? So, yeah. Then we got ION here. It's under Ichimoku Cloud under the EMAs, but it's at the 886. So basically at this bottom here, it already went nearly to a double bottom. So, can it really drop much lower? It can drop, I mean, back to the old bottoms here. So it's a little bit up to you if you wanna, if you do go in here, guys, go in small, okay? Then we got Ambrosis. Ambrosis actually trying to bounce here from around the 786 area, and we'll see how much resistance this Ichimoku Cloud will give it, right? So Ambrosis one to watch, guys. It's definitely one to watch. I'll put it on my watch list. Because perhaps I could make some nice trades in here, right? AppCoin, it got rejected from the Ichimoku Cloud, but it is bouncing from the 21 EMA. It basically bounced way under the 886, nearly a double bottom. So yeah, if it gets rejected here, then I expect us to go at least back to the 886 line around this 4304. And if not, we'll go, all the way down again to like the 3900s, right? Then we got Bitcoin Cash. Buy zone 1, it failed obviously. Buy zone 2 is right here, around that 786, guys. So this one failed, right? Obviously I can get rid of it. And then now we're at this one, right? So will this actually get here? And I didn't put it here because there's just not that much here, right? I mean, yes, a bounce did happen. You can definitely see. So you can always play these bounces on the Fibonacci lines, guys. I mean, whether I mean, 7% still 7%, right? But you see the most of the support is right down here around the 786 area. So I think the big bounce is going to happen here, right? So yeah, look forward to that. Then we have Bitcoin Cash USD. No, don't need to look at that. Then we got Blue Zell Bitcoin. Blue Zell Bitcoin, guys, it's bouncing from the 6.5 here, the Fibonacci level, but it's still under 55 EMA and under the Ichimoku Cloud. But I mean, the bounce, if it is strong enough, guys, I don't know. I haven't looked at any events coming up for Blue Zell, so I have no clue about the fundamentals, but the technicals here look okay, right? So yeah, it's definitely a nice bounce for whoever got in, right? I mean, it's a little 5%, but still a bounce. Then we got Binance, guys. Remember Binance? I'm still watching this every day. So it needs to break out of this, right, guys? So it needs to break out of it. It simply didn't do it just yet. But we are getting closer. But you have to also keep in mind that the RSI is way overbought. So perhaps we'll get one more touch of this beautiful support line here. I mean, if we do, guys, that's a gift, okay? That's a gift, because everyone's aware that Binance is only growing and growing and growing, and as well as the burn is coming again, etc. So definitely that would be just a gift, guys, okay? If it gets to this support line down here, buy it, alright? I mean, I'm not your financial advisor, but hey, I will buy it. Alright, then we got BQX. BQX, yeah, it's under the Ichimoku Cloud. It's under the 55 EMA. It's stay away. BTC1, the futures. We don't need to look at that. Bitcoin Gold, guys, that one we do look at. It's under the 886. Basically, did a double bottom. So can it perhaps get all the way up there again? I think it can. Right, let's compare this bottom with this bottom. Not much of a bullish divergence, but not bearish either, so very neutral. So I do think it can go back up there. Alright, then we got BitShares, guys. BitShares to Bitcoin. You know, 0.65, 618. It's trying to bounce here. Could potentially bounce, right? But it can also fall further to the 786. So just keep that Ichimoku Cloud in mind as a big resistance point, because we're nearly there already on the 6 hour. And I mean, if it cannot penetrate in the Ichimoku Cloud, then it's probably gonna fall further. We got CMT. Remember the play I told you, like last week, right? We had a nice play. But right now it's falling, guys. So where's the next support? Well, it's on this Ichimoku Cloud. I mean, I cannot really put a Fibonacci on it. I mean, I guess I could. Right. Let's put a Fibonacci. That is also the 0.5, around the 0.5 area, guys. So it's not a bad buy around the 0.5, right? I always expect bounces around the 0.5, guys. I mean, if you don't get it there, then oh well, because you're not in too big yet. Then you go in bigger, you know, double what you put in on the 0.5, you put in on the 618, and you most likely will get a bounce there. So then your average around here, right? Well, actually your average even better, because you go double. So yeah, and then if it falls through there for some reason, you better check the news, because maybe something's up. But if there's nothing, then you buy double what you bought here on the 786, okay? And then you get a nice average, and you most likely will get a bounce. So that is how I would play it, and that's also kind of like my strategy on most, most buying. Okay, so yeah. Then we got Dash under Ichimoku Cloud under both EMAs. It's just bearish. Okay, made new lows. I mean, stay out. Then we got ELF, guys. ELF trying to bounce from the 886 if you take the Fibonacci from here. But what if we take the Fibonacci from here? Right? Oh, I just want to see. What if it's from here? Okay, then we have the 618. So we have confluence. Because then, yeah, 786 lines up with this. So I like this more than the other Fibonacci. So 618, guys. You get a bounce from there, as usual. 10. So yeah, already a 10% bounce. Can it go into this Ichimoku Cloud? That's the question. We don't know. EOS. EOS, you remember, guys, it broke out and it just kind of like consolidating here now. So we'll have to see what US is doing. It's definitely holding strong for basically the mainnet already being out. So it's kind of, yeah, I kind of expected, I'm kind of expecting it to slowly retrace back to like this point though, the 618, around this 12,420 area. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. ETC, guys, ETC is basically at the bottom. And I mean, it's an okay buy here. You can just, you know, if it obviously makes a new low, then you need to get out. But hey, for now it looks okay. And then Ethereum to Bitcoin. All right, so Ethereum to Bitcoin, guys, it's trying to get up there. You know, basically bouncing from the 38.2. That's definitely, I don't think it will be debounce. I think it will get to the 0.5 after. But whoever bought it at 38.2, guys, you're up 4%. Okay, so you're not doing super good, but you're not doing horrible either, especially for a huge coin like Ethereum, right? It's the number 2, so it's hard to get percentages compared to Bitcoin. So if it drops here, you never get a huge percentage on Ethereum right now because it's already so big, right? The huge coins, guys, in market cap, it's just hard to get a big percentage, okay? But they are very stable. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. Then we got Ethereum USD, already went over that. GTO, what's up with GTO, guys? Basically, we had this bounce from the 786. Beautiful bounce that was, right? 25%. I mean, it's approaching that 886 area around 2858. I would wait for that. I mean, it's kind of. I never buy in the middle of nowhere, okay, guys? It's just not what I do. I like to buy it on Fibonacci lines. So yeah, I'll wait for there and then probably like some kind of bounce. That's Gifto for you. Then we got GVT. It's whoa, GVT, guys. Genesis Vision. Nice bounce from the 886. Basically, I mean, it went lower, right? But hey, if you bought it in the 886 though, I mean, maybe you know, you had like and then boom. So yeah, you're up a good 29% if you did. So guys, this is how good these Fibonacci's work, right? That's why I go over them every week with you guys and, you know, just show you the power of them, right? And also just over the general market. So Icon, guys, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful 886 bounce, guys. All right, so 786, you didn't get your bounce yet. So what you do is you go double what you did at the 786 at the 886. You get an even better average, and there you finally get your bounce. So it doesn't always bounce directly, and I mean the 786 didn't have all that much support here either, whereas the 886 is a bigger area of support, right? You always have to look at the chart as well, guys. I mean, this is not a lot of support here, right? So this is a lot more. So keep that in mind as well when you're trying to buy the dip. IOTA, guys, IOTA is above the Ichimoku Cloud, above EMAs. Where could you potentially buy it? When it retraces, obviously. Where will it retrace? Most likely, yeah. I mean, it could do a cloud bounce. So if you want, you can look for that. Look for Ichimoku Cloud bounce. Then we got IoT, guys. So why am I looking at IoT, right? It's only just listed. So this is one of the coins, guys, that's very interesting this month, because IOTX only just got listed on Binance. It's already 9x up from ICO, I know, but here's the ping, all right? So basically, the ICO was only for private sale investors, right? That means that no one else could get in. So, right, who's getting in right now? That's the question, right? Well, that's us, the retail traders. So that's why I'm looking at this, guys. And also, the 30th of June is when the testnet will go live. All right. Before a testnet, you most of the time get a nice run, but I'm not telling you to buy it right now, obviously, right? Just wait for the chart to show a little bit more. I mean, we can go very small time frames here to look, right? And basically it's trying to bottom out here, but it could potentially go back down here or even here. So, you know, we can put like Fibonacci's on here as well, right? You can see it's bouncing from the 618 right now. Will it like go there? Who knows, right? Who knows? So, but this is definitely one to watch, guys. So IOTX, definitely put it on your, you know, watch list, because it's gonna have a testnet. So then we have KNC. And if you guys got any other coins that will have testnet or mainnets, definitely post them in the comments below. For June, right? I'm talking about June. I'm not talking about testnets that's already happened, like EOS, etc. So I know that Daddy will have one as well, but we can't look at it on TradingView. So yeah, then we got, okay, we're going back on track, guys. So Kyber Network, right? It's above both EMAs. It's trying to get to the Ichimoku Cloud. It basically bounced from the 786. If you bought it on the 786, once again, you would be up 16%. Sometimes you need to be patient, though. This took a while, but you know, trading is all about patience, right? So, okay, so if this fails, where do you guys think it will go? Either a double bottom or 886. All right, that's just the main strategy, guys. It's the Fibonacci's, right? And then we got the Elliott waves to predict the future a little bit. We got the Ichimoku Cloud for support and resistance. You know, EMAs for support resistance as well. And you know, that's trading, guys, right? That's trading. It's a lot about patience, and the Fibonacci are definitely my my go-to. So we got Link here, Chain Link, guys. Where did it go? Okay, so it bounced from the 786. So what if you bought at the 618, right? Would you be in trouble? Yes, you would. Okay, so you bought already well, I always say even to buy at the 0.5. So would you be in trouble? I mean, yes. Let's say you bought 0.1 here, then you bought 0.2 extra here. So now you have 0.3, right? Then you buy 0.4 more here. Okay, so that is a lot, right? Like we're at 0.7 now. So, but your average is probably around here, and you had a nice bounce. So that is why I tell you guys to slowly average in. Okay. So that example I gave you was based on trading with 1 Bitcoin. Okay, so and then if it drops even lower, obviously you don't have doubled that anymore if you're with 1 Bitcoin. But still, guys, you would still get an okay average. Okay, even if you don't have doubled that. Because the 886, that's just madness if it goes there without any sort of bounce. So you need to just be prepared for 3 entries always. Okay. 3 entries is my golden rule. You need to be prepared for that to get a nice average. Alright, that was Link for you. Then we got Loom. So Loom, guys, it went all the way up. 886, 786, you got about, this is a perfect example, guys. Okay, so 0.5, you got a bounce, right? I mean, boom, 0.5, okay, it first went further, but you got a bounce. Alright, so your first bounce was only like 16%. Still, it's good though. Then 618, you got a bounce. All right, another bounce. All right, then 0.786, you got a bounce. See how good it works on some coins, guys? 886, you're getting a bounce. So, yeah, guys, what is Loom doing though? Loom needs to go back up here, right? We definitely don't want to see, I mean, double bottom is still okay, but if it falls lower, then it's not even on my radar at all. Okay, then we got Lisk, guys. Lisk, so you might also wonder, why don't I just trade them all? Well, I like to trade the ones with fundamentals as well, the most, right? Because then there's an incentive as well, right? If there's an incentive for people to get in, for example, a testnet or a mainnet, it's just more likely that my Fibonacci lines will work out better, right? So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind as well, guys. 786 Lisk, you know, we already got a bounce from 786 before, so I wouldn't buy here. I would wait for 886. If it doesn't go there, then oh well. Because it's also under both EMAs and under the Ichimoku Cloud, so yeah, I'd wait for the 886. LTC, guys. Well, Remember this box, guys? Well, it's still in there. You know, LTC is absolutely doing absolutely nothing. So it's just here on the bottom, and that's it. It's just hanging out. So, you know, just consolidating. Right, Mana. What is Mana doing? Well, boom. That is just madness. Okay, so but it still works, guys. Right? Obviously, if it spikes like this, you cannot be like, I'll buy it at 0.5. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know that spiked way too fast. 618. I would just not buy this at all, honestly. 786 worked though. You had a bounce, then an 886 right now where we're at. You know, you got a bounce here as well. These people are probably hoping that it goes back up here, but it didn't, right? 232%. They can still do that though. All of a sudden, just have a big bounce. So yeah, that's Mana for you. Then we got MTH, guys. MTH is it's just under the support. Stay out. MTL, same story. Stay out, right? I mean, if you want to buy this, I would buy this all the way on the double bottom here. Right? So, still a long way to go. Nano, stay out, guys. Right? It broke this bottom. So simple, guys. If it breaks a bottom, stay out. Right? Nav coin. It's in a consolidation phase. Remember, I told you to buy here someday, and at some point you had to buy. But, and that's close to 886. 786 hit as well. So yeah, there's better coins to trade than Nav coin, guys. It's under Ichimoku Cloud. It's bouncing between the 21 and 55 EMA, but it's just not showing any real signs of life here. Okay, it's very choppy. If you have a small account, guys, then this kind of coin is what you want to trade. Okay, I mean, you buy this bottom and you hope for, you know, in the median, you just go for like, let's say a 10% all the time, right? 10%. So, yeah, that is something you can be looking at. Then we got Ncash. What is this one doing? It's basically near the 786, but not entirely. I would wait for 786. Right? I'm very strict on where I buy, guys. If it doesn't happen, oh well, there's other coins. You know, like I show you in this list, there's so many coins, guys. So there's always something, right? It's under both EMAs on the Ichimoku Cloud. So, Nablio, guys. It's at the double bottom. It definitely cannot fall under here. If it does, if it falls under this low, get out. Don't even touch it. Neo to Bitcoin, guys. Right, 6-hour Ichimoku Cloud is definitely some resistance here, but I think Neo is gonna boom. All right, but that might be biased, guys. But I have a lot of trust in Neo, especially since China is bullish on crypto, and you know China, guys, they like their own products, and Neo is one of their own products. So yeah, for sure, guys. If you don't have any Neo, I mean, you should have picked it up honestly around here, right? Double bottom, very easy to spot. You should always have Neo in your watch list. It's one of the main coins, right? Neo, Bitcoin, Litecoin, EOS, Ethereum, you know, those you just need to have on your watch list. Tron, because Tron is just a trader coin, right? So yeah, yeah, Neo, guys, it's looking okay for Neo. Then we got Neo USD, OMG, guys. OMG is at the 786. It's trying to bounce. It's not really bouncing. It didn't really bounce from the 618. It's just very weak. Okay. I mean, yes, it's above the 21 EMA, I think, or at the 21 EMA, under the 55 EMA. It's getting real tight. So I would definitely, I mean, 886, right? I'll pick some up there, but not here. No. Because it's just not showing any signs of life on bounces. Then we got Ontology, guys. This is another coin that I'm watching for June. Why? Simple. Because it will have mainnet. Alright? It will have the mainnet launch. I think it was the mainnet. Right? There is something on the 30th of June. I think it's the mainnet. Pretty sure it's the mainnet. So, yeah. Ontology already had a nice run. But if you count it right, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4, and 4 is not, it's not uncommon for 4 to just consolidate instead of retrace. So this you could potentially buy. So this, I don't do it often, guys, but I would do a breakout play on this, okay? Because the 4 I know can be a consolidation. It's not that uncommon for it to be a big consolidation instead of a retrace. And we already had a retrace as well, you know, to the 618, but just consolidating, okay? So, I mean, if it gets back here, guys, that's a gift, okay? That's a gift that you have to pick up. At least I will pick it up because of the simple fact of the mainnet, right? And I mean, 30th of June is definitely a whole month away, but it's gonna be a runner, guys. I'm telling you already. And what happened last time I told you guys about ontology was around here, right? And we had this beautiful run, guys. All right, so just get ready for ontology once again. All right, just get ready for it. Was it the mainnet now, guys? I think it was. I'm gonna check real quick, guys. I'm gonna check real quick. Coin. Ontology, right? So events. Ontology. Coin. Ont. 30th of June, mainnet release, yeah. So, or earlier it even says. So, yeah, it's one to watch, guys. Okay, so watch ontology, guys. Definitely a big one. All right, flag it. PivX, guys. PivX is just consolidating. Okay, doing nothing else, nothing more. It had a nice spike here for sure, but yeah. It's under both EMAs, on the Ichimoku Cloud, it's just consolidating. I mean, if we put a Fibonacci on here, I can obviously not take this low, right? That's madness, but you understand. If we put a Fibonacci on here, we're around the 618, 786 is the next line. I would buy. I mean, I'm not buying it, but you know, if I look technically, 786 is an okay buying area. So that's it from PivX. Then we got POE. It's under both EMAs, under the 55, under the Ichimoku Cloud. It's at the 886. It bounced a little bit, right? I mean, tiny bounce, but hey, is this gonna be it or what? Right? We don't know. We just honestly don't know. So, yeah, I don't know much about this coin at all. But 886, guys. So, yeah, it bounced. It didn't bounce from 786. I mean, yeah, nothing really. So 886, we finally see a tiny bounce, but is this gonna do anything? I don't know. You know, there's plenty other coins. I would stay away. Power, guys. Another thing, guys, always go to Binance and check the volume, right? Where's the volume? Where's the people trading, right? That's another thing that's just important. Power, guys, 886, we had a bounce. It's definitely still under the EMAs and under the Ichimoku Cloud. QSP, alright, so guys, QSP, we're under both EMAs, under Ichimoku Cloud. What's going on? I mean, let's put a Fibonacci on here. Let's just see what's going on here, right? Basically, it's bouncing from the 0.5 beautifully. I mean, not a horrible bounce either, 10% bounce. Where's the next one I would buy? Well, around 618, right? So I expect another 10% bounce. It's just what you expect, guys, right? Trading's all about expecting, like, you know, and reacting. And a lot of people argue with me that expecting is not good, but you should expect, okay? So, because if you can expect a bounce, you can already, like, let's say you only went in with 0.1 here, okay? Let's say you have 1 Bitcoin, you went in with 0.1 here. Well, you get a nice 10% bonus on that, guys. All right, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's, you know, it's at the moment like $70. So just play these bounces, guys. All right, honestly, it doesn't take a whole lot to just play these bounces, and just especially if you see all this support here. Okay, definitely expect it. And here I definitely expect another bounce. So yeah, Qtum guys, Qtum is above the 55 EMA, is trying to get into the 6-hour Ichimoku Cloud. Very similar to the Neo chart actually. Yeah, Qtum is looking okay, and it's also a nice project, guys. I don't own any, but it's definitely a nice project. It's not a bad one at all. 786, you had a nice bounce. I mean, yes, it went lower, okay, so that often happens, but you are having a bounce here. 786 is a very safe area, guys, usually, right? But you already had a bounce here as well. When it first went there, guys, you had a big bounce. Right now, not so big, but that's because of the second bounce, okay? The 886 is an absolute steal if it gets there. So yeah, wait for that. And we got RLC, guys. It's below the Ichimoku Cloud. It's crossing bearish. Just had a double top. Bearish RSI divergence. Where would I be looking to pick this up if I wanted to trade this? Well, we'll you know me. We'll put a Fibonacci on here. Line it up. Is this a good one to go with, or is this better? I think this is better, simply because of the fact that it went here, 0.5, it bounced. So next one, 618, yeah, it lines up much better. So yeah, always see if it lines up, guys. 618 is lining up nicely here. 786 is lining up nicely here. 886 is lining up nicely. So yeah, make sure you have your Fibonacci's right. If you obviously have them wrong, then the bounce is most likely not going to happen, right? So in 618 is the next one where I expect the bounce. This bounce was amazing, 38% bounce. So over here, probably less bounce, but you could expect like 10-15%. Then we'll have Salt, guys. Salt made a new low. Stay out. A Storm. It's actually at the double bottom. It's like at the 886. It bounced real hard from 786 last time I went there. So can we expect another real big bounce from 886? Perhaps, guys. Perhaps. Right? So then we have Stratis, guys. Stratis 618. No bounce whatsoever. Very weak. Random bounce here. Or maybe I have my Fibonacci wrong. Okay. Is it? Yeah, no, it's just very random, okay? Based on like this tiny bit of support. Yeah, not one that I would want to play. Sub, guys, is in between both EMAs. It's very similar to the Neo chart as well. Bounce from 786. Tiny bounce. 618 had a nice bounce, so it does have some community, like at least that likes to bounce a little bit. So 0.5, we had a bounce. We didn't have any bounce at the 0.5. Okay, interesting. So 786. Can they go back to 886 and make a double bottom, basically, almost? Perhaps. Right. That's, if I would want to pick this up, I would want to pick it up at the 886. Tron, guys, like I say, this is always a trading coin. Okay, always works well. But Tron has had, so this was obviously the breakout here. Tron has had an amazing story already, right? It went all the way up here, 4, and then was this perhaps our 5, like a lower one? Or, you know, I think I can get rid of this, guys. You know, and the 5 was here, just a lower high. That happens, guys. It just happens. And you can also see it, you know, basically here this high was lower than this high, but on the other side this was lower, so it gave you an indication that it would go downtrending. Okay, so where's the next one you want to try and look at? The 618. It already bounced from that once, but since it's dropping so fast, I expect at least a small bounce from the 618. If it goes through there, 786 is your next line. So 615 Satoshi right there. Then, right, VeChain, guys. What's VeChain up to? VeChain is a bounce from the 618. Not that strong of a bounce. I would wait for 786 right here. and see what's going on. If it bounced from 618, oh well, you missed it. You know, it's fine. There's so many coins out there. So Wobby, guys, Wobby, around the 886 area. I mean, it didn't even hit. So this one bounced like miraculously, right? You know, that's what I call it when it doesn't bounce because of after hitting a line or on the line. It's just a bit weird to me. So yeah, bounced to the Ichimoku Cloud, and it got rejected there. So we'll see what happens here, but it's definitely, it's trying to get above, like inside this Ichimoku Cloud again, and you could perhaps get a Ichimoku Cloud play right from edge to edge if it gets inside there and it stays inside there. So then we got one chain, guys, one chain all the way back to the 886 almost. Another miraculous bounce. Unless, well, actually this lines up better, right? Much better, guys. So my fib was wrong. 0.5 bounce, 0.618 no bounce, 6786 a bounce. So to the 55 EMA here, but then it got rejected. So will it go back down here, or will it, you know, go back to like these lows and try to make a inverted head and shoulder? We'll have to see, right? Just like with Wabi, if it does go into the Ichimoku Cloud, so it's a big cloud, perhaps you will get a Ichimoku play, right? From side to side, edge to edge. Waves, double bottom here, guys, almost a double bottom. Obviously this fib's way wrong. I mean, 886 bounce. Yeah, probably going back down to a double bottom. So you're looking at this area right here, you know, just the bottom. Then we go WTC, Walton chain. Right, bounce from the 786. It's very bouncy around there. Not that much volume here at all. It's trying to get into the Ichimoku Cloud. It's above both EMAs. Actually, EMA is trying to cross bullish, so perhaps you will get a edge-to-edge play here as well. But it's just too choppy for me. We got Bitcoin Euro, Bitcoin USD, Stellar Lumens, guys. Stellar Lumens is bounced from the 0.5. It's above both EMAs. It's in the Ichimoku Cloud. It's trying to go from edge to edge. XMR Monero, it's yeah, stay away. New lows and stuff. Yeah, we good, right? We good, guys. I mean, what I could potentially do is make a new Fibonacci, right? Up here, sort of 618. We got a little bounce, 786. Yeah, no, stay away, Monero. Okay, stay away. Stay away from Monero. Then we got here 786. We got a bounce. 886 is the next one I'll be looking for. Okay, Ripple. I mean, it's kind of getting rejected here. Lower highs. I mean, if it does get above the cloud, we can look at it again. But for now, guys, 886. Okay. XRP USD. Verge, guys. Right. We had this huge pump, and now we have a dump. Right. 786. Not even a bounce, guys. This is a weakness. Right. 886. Probably not gonna see a bounce either. I mean, maybe. Right. Look for it. Otherwise, double bottom. Zach, guys. Zach bounced nicely from the 786, so I expect another bounce around the 886. Then we got Zilliqa. I like this project, guys, but you know, definitely, you know, I said in the video as well, it's a nice project, guys, but you know, it already ran up that much, so where would I want to buy it? It's around that 618, 65 area. If it gets down there, buy a little bit, and if it drops even lower, 786. Okay, and that is pretty much the whole list, guys. Also, guys, if you're not in my Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog. You know, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? So yeah, join up with that, guys. You know, it's just, you can ask anything here, right? You can ask about charts. You can post pictures, or just funny pictures where you find that Bitcoin's available to purchase stuff and whatnot. So yeah, it's just a a great community, guys, and I appreciate you all being here. So yeah. Also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, and you know, I'm researching some. Like I said, guys, also post about Airblock. I hope you guys whitelisted for it if you could. You know, in the CryptoPies blog, I posted it. Maybe I should post them as well in the feed, but I just didn't want to spam you guys in there. Okay, so, but I can definitely post it there if you want. So you know, even if you're not always in the chat, you're still up to date with it. Okay, so yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. All right. So yeah, both telegrams will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button. And if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.